Welcome everyone to the North Greenville University Sports Network as we're getting ready to see North Greenville take on Bob Jones and women's basketball live here on the NGSN. A quick recap to the last time the women's team took to the court. It was a conference opener against Belmont Abbey. North Greenville led for most of the ball game, but Belmont Abbey used a strong second half comeback in the third and fourth quarter to send the ball game to overtime. North Greenville had their chance, but could not convert in regulation. Then we went into overtime. Cameron Carter trying to bring North Greenville back into it. First shot bouncing out. She'll get a second one. She tries to put the second one in. It bounces out as well. And in the waning seconds of the ball game, Belmont Abbey ran the clock out and took the conference opener from North Greenville. So just a few days before Christmas break begins here at North Greenville, we step out of conference play to take on the Bob Jones University Bruins from just down the road on the north side of Greenville. This will be a geographic rivalry matchup. It's always good to see North Greenville and Bob Jones taking to any kind of field, and it gets very exciting in whatever sport they decide to play.
It's become somewhat of a heated rivalry between these two different programs. It's always fun to watch, and it should be a really good matchup today.
So head coach Jane Arledge trying to get her squad back on the winning side of things. Only one win for North Greenville, 1-5, and they face a Bob Jones squad that has had a tough beginning parts of their schedule. They played 13 games. They've won 6 of them though, and they're looking to get their record back to an even 500. So a few seconds left before pregame ceremonies are underway. We'll send you down live courtside as soon as we get those underway here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
For today's contest between the Bob Jones University Bruins and your Greenville Crusaders. At this time, I ask that you please rise for the invocation of the many stands in honor of America who played in our basketball. Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. We ask that you be with all these athletes, spectators, coaches, referees. Keep them safe in this competition. Let everything win or lose to glorify you in everything.
So as Bob Jones takes to the court, let's see if we can name off some of their starters real quick. First one I see, number 15, Julia Wright, a senior forward out of Berryville, Virginia. And they'll huddle up, so North Greenville will introduce their starters next. The first one up for North Greenville is number 12, Ty Broadwater, a freshman out of Kennesaw, Georgia. She'll be followed by number 25, Emily Wampler, junior guard out of Fincastle, Virginia. And then number 30, Chantel Strayhorn, the freshman guard out of Kennesaw, Georgia as well, has really come on strong from the three-point range for North Greenville. She's followed by number 32, Cameron Carter, a sophomore guard out of Lynchburg, Virginia. And then last on the court for North Greenville, number 41, Elizabeth Trenum, a freshman forward out of Englewood, Tennessee. So we mentioned right for the Bruins. It looks like we have number 14 as well. That is Bridget Gleed, a junior forward out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Number 23, Kendra Jeffcott, a senior guard out of Wilton, California. Number 22, Hannah Tompkins, a senior guard out of Ararat, Virginia. And that should be your starting five for Bob Jones. And we're underway. Broadwater goes up against Jeffcott, and Broadwater brings down the tip. North Greenville fires a three and hits it. Guess who? It's Strayhorn getting the first points of the ball game for North Greenville.
Couldn't be much better than that.
So now Bob Jones with their first chance. Here comes Jeffcott driving in, dishes out, almost turns it over, right back to Strayhorn, and Jeffcott takes it herself in for 2 points underneath.
Nice stutter step, got around the defender, right to the hoop.
So it's 3-2, 30 seconds into the first quarter. Rule change is over the past season. The NCAA makes women's basketball 4 quarters instead of 2 halves. So we will have 4 10-minute quarters. Still equals 40 minutes of game time. All the way to the left side of the circle. Now back up top. For a moment, it's Trenum. Now back left side. Here's Carter. She'll fire a three off the side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Maggie Ford for the Bruins. Here comes Jeffcott, dishes out for 3 from Bob Jones, is good for number 22, Tompkins. Now up top with Strayhorn, left side with Carter. Carter trying to find some room underneath. Here comes Wampler firing a 3 off the left side of the rim and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to Bob Jones.
It's not very often you see Wampler miss a shot like that. Had space. Normally that sinks for her.
It's 5-3, a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here comes Jeffcott driving in, gets tied up with Strayhorn. Jump ball is a call, and a possession arrow will point to Bob Jones. So an inbound for the Bruins with the ball. Fires it, it's tipped, but brought back in by Julia Wright. She'll go right side. Tompkins now near side corner for 3. It rims out, no good. From number 25, that was Ford firing the 3. Now here's Wampler at the other end for North Greenville. Goes back up top to Carter. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Carter moving left. Switches places with Wampler and gives the ball to her. Now Wampler heads to the far side, fires a deep 2. That one rims out, and it's rebounded by Wright.
If North Greenville wants to win this game, they're going to have to get Wampler to score some points.
Ford almost with a nice spin move, has the ball poked away. Luckily it's recovered by one of her teammates. Here they try to go underneath the Gleed. Gleed working against Broadwater, slings the pass out, but she's called out of bounds before she can do so. So North Greenville catches a break with the turnover. Will get the ball back. Carter brings it up top, goes underneath, and that was a 2-pointer from Trenum right at the free throw line. Tied at 5. Bob Jones looking to reclaim the lead. Tompkins up top, goes underneath the Gleed, has a shot partially blocked, it goes in anyway. So here's Carter, passes to the right, has Wampler. They try to go back up top. Carter, now Wampler fires a 3 from the far side. That one off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by North Greenville. That 2 rolls in from Trenum.
And that's the benefit of offensive boards. Second chance points can put you ahead even further.
Ty Broadwater with the rebound, kept North Greenville alive on that possession. Now here's Ford. She'll step into a three. That one's short off the rim, rebounded by Carter. Gets a nice block from Broadwater. Carter brings it into front court. Decides to take it herself, slings up a shot, and it goes in.
Talk about a circus shot.
So North Greenville's back out in front by 2. Bob Jones trying to go underneath with Gleed. Gleed working against Broadwater. Passes back out. Here comes another three. That one hits from Tompkins. So Bob Jones not shying away on the three. They go up by 1, 10-9. Here's Carter. Passes around the left side to Strayhorn. Strayhorn goes back up top. Carter is there working against Tompkins. Now right side, Wampler dishes out. Strayhorn for three. That one's too hard, no good. Here comes Jeffcott driving in. Now she'll back out. Jeffcott trying to drive into the paint, dishes out the Gleed. Now they go back outside. Here comes a three from Tompkins. She hit her last one. She misses that one though. And Trentham on the rebound for North Greenville.
It's a lot of back and forth, fast-paced play. Neither team really using up the shot clock.
Carter passes left side, has Strayhorn there. Strayhorn continues working around left side. Wampler now a three from Trentham in the corner, misses, and rebounded by Tompkins. Tompkins working against Wampler. Moves to the right side, passes to Glee, passes to right in the near side corner. Tries to get a pass. It's tipped up by Broadwater and brought down by Trentham. And now North Greenville looks to move quickly. Here's Wampler. No, the two missed off the glass.
Wampler's just been ice cold from the field so far.
Now Ford for the Bruins. Working against Strayhorn. Moves right, cuts it back up top. Now with number 23, that's Jeffcott. She'll try to drive in. Working against Broadwater, and I might have caught Broadwater for a foul. So we'll have our first foul of the ball game. Comes with 4:44 left to play in the first quarter, and we'll reach our first media timeout here at 4:44 left to play in the first quarter. It's 10-9 Bob Jones over North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Okay, you know, all they got me doing, all the price I'm assuming, we don't like all your moves. He just say I'm doing, man, it's stuck on like doing that no one living my life, cause he can't be doing, I've been
Bob Jones leading North Greenville 10-9 halfway through the first quarter. Bob Jones with the ball. Looking for the inbound. And it's inbounded for Bob Jones. Now here's number 22, that's Tompkins. Pass around the right side. Now they try to go underneath. We have number 34, Brianna Delaney in the game. Delaney underneath working against number 14, that's Paulette Addison. And Delaney gets it to fall for 2 points. Bob Jones goes up 3.
This Bob Jones squad's had some experience. 13 games already this season. So they've seen just about everything you can so far.
Now here's a three from Wampler on the right side. That one's off the rim, no good. Bob Jones looking to extend the lead on this shot. A 3 hits from Tompkins, but we have another foul going up on the scoreboard. This one will go up against Bob Jones. An offensive foul against the Bruins will result in a turnover and give North Greenville the ball back and luckily negate that 3.
Whether or not that made it or that counted or not, Tompkins has been dangerous from behind the arc so far in this first quarter.
May call number 15, Julia Wright, for her first personal. That is also team's first. Now here is Powell slinging into the near side corner. Had Trenum for the moment. Now a three from Cobb hits off the left side.
Just like that, we're even all over again.
Brianna Jackson pulls up for a free throw line jumper. That one's good. And Bob Jones goes up by 2 again.
Found the space right in the middle of the defense. No one was guarding the paint. Took the shot.
Here comes Carter into front court. Slings it to the left, has Cobb. Working against Wright. Passes back up top. Carter now the right side, and Powell. Now here's Cobb on the left side again. Addison underneath fires a 2. A little too strong off the side of the rim. Bob Jones with the rebound, looking to go quickly. Here's Jackson. Outside the circle, looking to pass up top, has Sharon Brunson. Now try to go underneath Delaney again, working against Addison, and Delaney has another 2 points. And Bob Jones goes up 4. Carter to Powell. Now they're trying to go underneath. That one tipped out of bounds by Brunson.
That was North Greenville trying to pass over the head of 3 different defenders. Not often it's going to work out that well for you.
So North Greenville gets to keep it though. Powell to Carter, now underneath to Trenum. Now back up top to Powell. Powell to Carter on the left side. Slings it to Trenum, steps into a deep 2. That one's off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Delaney. Now here's Tompkins on the right side. She goes up top right, fires a 3. That one's off the right side of the rim, no good. And Powell with the rebound for North Greenville, heading back the other way. Has Carter on the right side in front of the Bruins bench, underneath to Addison. Moving against Delaney, gets it off the glass and in for 2.
Beautiful layup.
Now Jackson, pass to the left side. Had Wright, now it's in the corner. Number 12, Brunson. And back up top, Tompkins is there. Tompkins trying to move around the left side. Hits it in the corner, Tompkins. Here comes Tompkins driving in. Delaney underneath, shot short. As she draws a foul against Paulette Addison. That'll be Delaney heading to the free throw line for Bob Jones. That's Addison's first foul, team's second. Delaney hits the first one. Bob Jones, coached by Mike Levere, is assisted by Rachel Levere and Emily Miller. Delaney up for the second one. That one hits. And it's a 3-point lead for Bob Jones. Excuse me, a 4-point lead. Cobb trying to go underneath, intended for Addison. Who's it off of? They say off of Addison. She touched it last, so Bob Jones will get it. Minute and a half left in the first quarter. Bob Jones leads 18-14. There goes Jackson driving in, puts it up, loses it out of bounds. Last touch by North Greenville, so Bob Jones hangs on to it. Bruins looking for the inbound. Quick shot misses from number 12, Brunson. Rebounded by North Greenville. Trying to make up 4 points in roughly a minute. Carter on the right wing, trying to go underneath, bounces it off of Brunson, so that's one way to keep possession. Thought she had a passing lane, closed up quick. Now she fires it out to Cobb on the near side. Cobb passes up top, has Powell there. Powell goes back to Cobb. Now back up top to Powell, slinging it around to the far side and Carter. Now they give it right back to Cobb, trying to get her open to space. Fires a three and hits it.
North Greenville's not going to let this go away quietly. They want to lead at any opportunity they can.
Leads down to 1. Delaney underneath against Addison, puts it up for 2, misses. And last touch by Delaney out of bounds for Bob Jones. So North Greenville gets it back, defended by Addison and Carter. Approaching half a minute left to play in the first quarter. It's a 1-point lead for Bob Jones. Here's Powell driving in, now passes out to Cobb. Cobb on the left-hand side, passes back to Powell, working against Tompkins. Powell heads to the far side, cuts it back in, now slings it to Cobb, and now here's number 33, that's Elia Maloof, and Powell can't get the shot to hit underneath. Shot clock is going to run out, but Bob Jones had the rebound anyway. 5 seconds left for Bob Jones. Here comes number 23, Jeffcott. Now Delaney steps into a 3. That one rims out, and that one will be the final shot of the first quarter. So we'll head to the quarter break. We're at the end of 1. Bob Jones won over North Greenville at a score of 18-17 here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
And as we return to the North Greenville Sports Network, North Greenville trailing Bob Jones 18-17. Few first quarter stats. Field goals, Bob Jones 7 of 14 for a 50%. NGU 7 of 19 for 36.8% as we are ready to go.
Thank you, Bear. So at the start of the second quarter, North Greenville trailing by 1. They have the basketball and looking to retake the lead. Cobb on the far-hand side, gives it back to Strayhorn. Now Wampler, near side corner, Maloof for 3. Too strong, rebounded though by Broadwater. She has to scrap for it. And Delaney pushes it out of bounds in the scramble with Broadwater. And North Greenville hangs on to it.
And your leading scorers, Hannah Tompkins with 6 points for Bob Jones. And for the Crusaders, Erica Cobb leads with 6.
Yeah, Tompkins has both of Bob Jones' three-pointers as that 3 misses wide from NGU. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, it sails out of bounds, and Bob Jones will take it back.
And I actually did misspeak there. Brianna Delaney also has 6 points, so a two-way tie for the lead in points for Bob Jones.
Now here comes the Bruins driving in. A handoff to Delaney, puts it up, it misses. And Delaney draws the foul after she gets the handoff from Jeffcott. So Delaney back to the free throw line. First foul of the second quarter goes up on the board. And it looks to be against number 12, that's Ty Broadwater. Delaney misses the first shot. First foul against Broadwater, team's first here in the second quarter. Delaney sinks a second one. It's a 2-point lead for Bob Jones. Wampler on the left side. Uses Addison as a pick, drives in, passes back out to Strayhorn. Wampler gets it right back on the right-hand side, cuts it up top. Now slings it back right to Strayhorn. Now Cobb on the right side, underneath to Addison, back out to Maloof. Now Strayhorn again, near side to Wampler. Wampler tries to drive in, puts up a shot, too short. Bob Jones with the rebound. And the shot misses from number 23 as Jeff caught. As North Greenville rebounds, we have a foul in the backcourt. Foul signaled in against the Bruins.
Saw that foul on number 23, Jeffcott.
That should be her first, it is, and team's first of the second quarter. And again, time call as Wampler crosses in the front court. Officials looking to the clock as the shot clock may have not started to run. So yeah, that was a problem. Shot clock, 4 seconds did not run off. North Greenville gets it right back, and we're underway. Wampler heads to the left side, working against Jackson. Wampler heads all the way to the far side, dishes underneath Addison against Delaney, spins up for twos, got it. We're tied at 19. Here comes Jackson. Steers around Delaney, puts up a baseline jumper, rims out, no good. Delaney gets a rebound though. She is swarmed by 3 North Greenville players, and Delaney draws another foul. So her third trip to the line for Bob Jones.
Mark that foul on Wampler.
Delaney misses the first shot. That's Wampler's first, team's second of the second quarter. And Delaney misses the second shot, but Jackson goes up for the rebound, and another foul against North Greenville on the rebound. So Delaney will get one more. Somebody may have moved into the paint before the shot was ready to go. So Delaney gets a third shot. She makes that one. It's 2019 Bob Jones. So here's Strayhorn on the right side. Drives in, dishes out to Covey on the near side. Now Wampler open for threes. Got it.
And that's what North Greenville's been looking for the entire contest. Scoring output from Wampler.
That was North Greenville's 12th attempted three. That is only their 4th made one though. Jeffcott passes back out to Brunson. Now Jackson on the left side working against Strayhorn. Jackson drives in, off the glass and in, good.
Just a good back and forth matchup we got going on here. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top now.
Now Wampler works against Jackson, uses Addison to pick. Wide open lane for Wampler, right down the middle and in for two.
No Bruin was in the paint, ran straight up to the hoop.
Jackson hands off. Number 23 is Jeffcott. Jeffcott at the free throw line, looking to pass out, finds Brunson. Brunson working against Cobb, slings it to the left side. Jackson's there again. She'll work against Strayhorn. Here comes Jackson, dribbles to Delaney, double team, puts it up, off the rim, no good from Delaney, rebounded by Wampler.
You can see the effect those fouls have put on North Greenville. They're being really conservative down by the hoop.
Now here's Cobb on the right wing, pulls back a three, passes out to Trenum. She'll fire a three, that one's a little too strong off the back rim, and rebounded by Brunson. Now Jackson brings it in the front court for the Bruins. looking right. Now moves into the near side corner. Passes underneath to Delaney, working against Addison, slings it out for three. No good from Jeffcott off the rim. And Trenum with the rebound. Now North Greenville all the way going deep down to Strayhorn, who's good for two. Just inside the arc, sinks the shot.
That was a nice one. I have no other words to describe that.
So Jackson gets to Delaney, drives underneath, working against Addison, and Delaney puts up another shot. Reliable source for points underneath the basket. And it's 26-24, North Greenville up two.
Don't fix what ain't broke.
Trenum hands off to Strayhorn. Strayhorn looking to drive in. Contested shot, jump ball is the call. And the possession arrow does point to the Bruins. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. North Greenville up two. Bob Jones looking for the lead or a tie on this possession. Here's Jeffcott outside the arc, driving in against Trenum. Moves into the paint. Dish is intended for Bridget Gleed, but it's too high and out of bounds. North Greenville gets the ball back on that turnover.
Just slight miscommunication right there. Can't have turnovers like that if you're going to want to win a ball game.
Wampler, top of the key. Past halfway in the second quarter. Now to Trenum in the far side corner. Trenum moves in, puts it up for twos, got it from the baseline. Now Jackson working against Strayhorn. Brings it up top, slings it underneath, has Gleed. Gleed in the paint, passes out to Brunson. Brunson looking to drive in, and the ball is poked out right into the hands of Addison, who goes quickly to Carter. Carter at the line, misses a shot. And that chance goes for naught. Gleed with the rebound. Gets it forward to Jeffcott. Bob Jones looking to repay the favor. Here's Gleed. Goes around the world and passes out to Ford for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Carter. It's a 2-on-2 until more help arrives. Carter pulls back and the rest of the team gets set. Carter on the right side has the ball knocked away, and Trenum goes down in a scramble for it against Brunson. And a foul called in against Bob Jones. Not sure which Bruin almost knocked it loose, but the foul will be signaled against Sharon Brunson. That's her first, team second here in the second quarter. It's a 4-point lead for North Greenville. 4:04 left to play in the second quarter. 28-24 Crusaders here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Actually, no, just an inbound for North Greenville as we are 4 minutes left until halftime. North Greenville with the ball trying to extend their lead over Bob Jones. And Strayhorn misses a three from the far side of the circle. Bob Jones looking to go quickly. Has some open room here on the right side. At two, misses from Jackson. She'll get her own rebound, though, off the rim. Jackson drives in again. This one misses as well, and Addison brings it down for North Greenville. Here comes Wampler. Now Carter steps into three and sinks that one.
Nothing but net, too.
had all day for that one and converted that one into points. Here comes Jackson moving in again for Bob Jones. Hands off to Jeffcott. Jeffcott gives it to Brunson. Brunson moves around and gets it back to Jackson. And a travel call as she moves toward the paint. So North Greenville up 7, gets the ball back on another Bob Jones turnover.
And that's something Bob Jones just cannot afford. It's been a close match, and that can be the difference.
Now Wampler, right side, number 30, Strayhorn. Wampler, 3 from the top of the circle, hits.
She's back.
Double-digit lead for North Greenville, 34-24, up 10. Here comes Tompkins up top, working against Strayhorn. Bob Jones has got to need some points here in a hurry. Now they try to go underneath. A shot misses from number 14, Gleed. Now North Greenville with a chance again. Here comes Wampler to the near side. She'll work against Ford, and now Strayhorn fires a 3. That one a little too strong, misses off the back part of the rim. And now Bob Jones heads back the other way. Here comes Jeffcott, near side corner to Ford. Ford drives in, passes back out to Jeffcott. Jeffcott slings it around to Tompkins, and now back to Ford over there on the far side. Tries to go underneath, working with Gleed. Gleed almost turns the ball over to Carter, and they left Tompkins open for 3. She hits it.
She's been lights out from beyond the arc. North Greenville's gonna have to defend that better.
Ball to Carter on the far side, try to go underneath to Addison. Addison puts up a contested shot and gets her own rebound. She passes back to Carter. Carter up top to Trenum, now to Wampler. And here comes a 3 from Strayhorn that misses wide. Minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. Here's Ford on the right wing, passes to Jeffcott. Now all the way back up top, Tompkins. Tompkins trying to drive in for 2, pulls back. Ford passes. Has Ford open. Ford moves into the paint, loses the ball. It's picked up by Gleed. Gleed dishes out to Brunson for 3. That one misses, no good. Ball bounces around and brought down by Trenum for North Greenville. Here comes Wampler. She'll pass to Carter on the right wing. Carter looks back to Wampler. Tops with the key. 3, a little too strong, no good. Under a minute to play until halftime. Tompkins on the rebound. And with the ball for Bob Jones. North Greenville still up 7. Here's Tompkins up top. Passes left to Brunson. Brunson brings it back up top. Passes to Tompkins now on the left side. Tompkins trying to drive in. Defended well by Strayhorn. Now she'll pass underneath to Gleed. He gets it back to number 23. As Jeffcott trying to drive in as whistles blow. And foul being signaled into the scores table. Here comes Erica Cobb checking back in for Strayhorn. First foul against Elizabeth Trenum. That's team's 3rd here in the second quarter with 33.3 seconds left. And the inbound tipped up by Wampler. And Wampler will draw a foul against Tompkins as she intercepted the inbound.
Not much Bob Jones could do there. Either let the fast break happen or take the foul and see if he can't guard.
This will be the first free throws of the, well, actually no free throws yet, just the inbound for North Greenville. 1 second difference between the 2 clocks for North Greenville, so 1 shot left, and Carter's gonna try and run this one down as much as she can, but still have enough time to get an offensive plan together. 15 seconds left on the clock. Carter moves left, passes back up top to Carter. Now they'll move right. Hands off to Wampler. Wampler drives in, dishes underneath to Addison, puts it up for 2, doesn't get the roll. 4 seconds left for Bob Jones. Quick transition, Tompkins heads to the top, fires a deep 3, and misses it wide right. And that will be the final shot of the second quarter as we head to halftime. The contest between North Greenville and Bob Jones. North Greenville up 7, 34-27 over the Bob Jones University Bruins. Release step away for our halftime break here on the North Greenville Sports Network. back here on the North Greenville Sports Network as we're at halftime between Bob Jones and North Greenville. It's a 7-point lead for the Crusaders, and North Greenville is taking a 37.8 shooting percentage. They've made 14 out of 37 field goals into the halftime break. Emily Wampler has really come on strong late in the second quarter. North Greenville has converted 6 of their 19 attempted three-pointers. I think that's close to some kind of record for attempted threes here at North Greenville. No free throws for the Crusaders. Yep. They have only committed 2 turnovers, which I think is a key reason why they are in front of Bob Jones. You got to keep the turnovers down. When you take a look at the Bruins, they have committed 7 turnovers, and that's part of the reason why North Greenville is ahead as they are. The Bruins, in the meantime, have converted 10 of their 26 field goals, 3 of their 11 threes. All 3 of those threes do belong to Hannah Tompkins. And Bob Jones has converted 4 out of 6 of their free throws, courtesy of Delaney. Brianna Delaney has made 4 all of their free throws so far. So your leading scorer so far for North Greenville is Emily Wampler with 8, 2 three-pointers to her credit. She's closely followed by Elizabeth Trenum and Erica Cobb. They are at 6. And then Chantel Strayhorn, Cameron Carter, both at 5. Your leading scorer for the Bruins is Brianna Delaney. She has made 3 of 6 of her field goals, and then her 4 free throws, as we just mentioned. Total of 10 points to her credit. She's closely followed by Hannah Tompkins with 9, who's made all 3 of Bob Jones's three-pointers so far. So we got about 5 minutes till halftime. In the second half, you got to think back to the Belmont Abbey game for North Greenville. They had a substantial lead going into the halftime, but they let Belmont Abbey come back. And you got to be thinking, Coach Harley has got to be thinking, we're not going to let that happen this time.
That game was the second time in a row that North Greenville had lost a lead in the last second. One of them ended in a loss in regulation, and the other one was Belmont Abbey, where they lost in overtime.
And so they got to find a way to keep Bob Jones from getting too close and keep that turnover margin down. You got to keep forcing turnovers. North Greenville has been able to get in the passing lanes and prevent Bob Jones from getting too much penetration into the paint. Now they fired off some threes and made those early, but they kind of fell flat a little bit in the second quarter when Emily Wampler came on strong for North Greenville and started popping those threes.
And by the way, how you doing? If North Greenville is going to if Bob Jones is going to come back, it needs to be in the third quarter. North Greenville has allowed 103 points in the third quarter. Second is the fourth quarter with 86. So the third quarter is a big opportunity for Bob Jones.
So it's going to come down to keeping the second half on lock.
That's just it. North Greenville did very, very well in the first half, keeping turnovers away from themselves and forcing them on the other end. Bob Jones committed 3 different turnovers in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the second half. And it's been tapered off from there. But if North Greenville wants to win, they're going to have to keep that going for themselves.
And keep getting those offensive rebounds. It may not seem like an important category, but North Greenville has 4 to Bob Jones's 2. So that's an important thing to keep an eye on as we move into the second half.
And 2 of those 4 were scored on by North Greenville.
That's right. So we'll step away for another break. 2.5 minutes left until the second half gets underway when we start the third quarter with North Greenville up 7 over Bob Jones here on the North Greenville Sports Network. start in the third quarter between North Greenville and Bob Jones. It's a 7-point lead for NGU, and it looks like they'll get the ball to start the second half or the third quarter, depending on your preference. Still essentially means the same thing, but the rule change has made it 4 quarters now, so we are officially underway here in the third quarter. 20 minutes left to play as Strayhorn drives in for 2 points and extends North Greenville's lead right away.
I mean, if you want to come out in the second half and score, it's what you need to do.
Bob Jones looking to answer. Tompkins with it. She's had all 3 of Bob Jones's 3-pointers. Passes back. And now here comes number 23. That's Jeffcott driving in, defended well by Trenum, but banks it in anyway for 2.
She's been really good with the off-the-glass layups. It's got to be better defended by North Greenville.
Wampler up top, looks left to Trenum, and now into the corner with Strayhorn. Strayhorn back up top to Trenum, now all the way to the near side with Cameron Carter. Carter up top, Wampler passes back out. Here comes a 3 that is short, no good from Trenum, but Strayhorn with the rebound, slings it long to up. Broadwater with the rebound though, and she draws a foul against Bob Jones' defender underneath. The 5th offensive rebound for North Greenville. Foul against Bridget Gleed. That's her team's first here in the third quarter. Now Carter fires a 3. That one rims out. Ball still loose. Broadwater picks it up, passes to Strayhorn. Now Carter with an open lane, moves in and still doesn't get the roll, but Broadwater again gets the rebound and draws another foul against Bob Jones. Actually, no, it's a foul against North Greenville.
Called that one. I think they called that on Broadwater.
That's her second, team's first of the third quarter. So Broadwater heads to the bench. Addison subs in for her. So scratch that. It's a foul against North Greenville. Turns it over to Bob Jones. It's down 36-29. Tompkins passes underneath to Gleed. Gleed passes back to Tompkins, backs out beyond the arc, looking for room, gets it to number 14, Gleed again, drives in, puts it up, has it blocked by Addison, gets it right back though, but still doesn't make the shot. Addison comes down with the ball.
Great defensive effort by North Greenville in that possession.
Wampler at the line, passes back out. Trenum fires a 3 and hits it.
That's exactly what you want. Great defense on one end, great offense on the other. That was a 5-point swing.
Leads back to 10. This ties North Greenville's largest lead as that shot rims out from Tompkins. Carter with the rebound for North Greenville. They're up 10. Here comes Carter, defended by 3 defenders. Trenum again, same spot. Does she hit it? No, it rims out. Now here comes Ford on the near side, defended by Wampler. Ford brings it to the line, passes back out to Wright. Wright trying to drive in, defended by Edison, puts a shot up, no good. Ball's bounced around and finally brought down by Trenum for North Greenville. Trenum back the other way, hands off to Wampler. The largest lead of the ball game since 3 minutes to play in the second quarter for North Greenville. Up 10 here, 39-29. There goes Strayhorn driving in, has some space, but loses the ball out of bounds. Lost it on her own, and she'll turn it over to Bob Jones. Here's Tompkins, drives in, looks to hand off to number 25, Ford for 2, got it from the baseline. I didn't mention during halftime, the third quarter is the most points allowed in any quarter against North Greenville. Bob Jones trying to add to that. Trenum for 2 from the far side, no good, rebounded by Ford. Ford up top, defended by Wampler, slings it to the far side. Wright for 3, off the glass, almost got it to go. Offensive rebound for the Bruins. Here's Jeffcott. She finds Gleed again, and Gleed is called for a travel, trying to put up the shot.
Gleed just got surprised, didn't even realize the ball was in her hands.
8-point lead for North Greenville, 39-31. Wampler passes left to the far side. Carter now. Carter steps into a 3 and hits it. Tompkins looking to go left, finds Ford. Ford up top, goes right. There goes Jeffcott driving in, misses the shot, rebounded by Trenum for North Greenville though. Here comes Wampler. Has the right, has the free throw line, passes back out to Trenum. Now Strayhorn open for three, a little too strong at the back part of the rim. Rebounded by Wright. Wright heads into front court for the Bruins. And now passes to Jeffcott. Jeffcott up top, drives in, dishes out to Wright. Wright outside, loses the ball to Carter. Carter loses the ball, gets it back though. Carter has Wampler in front of it, dishes to Wampler. Jigsaw defender doesn't get the shot to go in. And she should get a couple of free throws out of that. It will be a shooting foul. Wampler to the line for North Greenville. Second foul against Hannah Tompkins, team's second of the quarter. Wampler at the line, puts the first shot up and in, good. 43-31 after that shot. Wampler looking to go 2 for 2, doesn't quite get the roll. And Delaney, who came in on that substitution, she's one of the leading scorers for Bob Jones here in this game with 10 points. Pass underneath to Delaney, finds some room, puts it up, little too strong, catches her own rebound though, and gets the second one to go.
She caught that rebound over the head of her defender.
That was Wampler trying to defend her. Wampler just couldn't locate the ball. Halfway through the third quarter. It's a 10-point lead for North Greenville. Carter in the near side corner, drives in, puts a shot up, has it deflected, punches it right back in though.
Spiked it back up like volleyball.
Yeah, not often you see that. But it counts, and it's 45-33. Here's Tompkins outside, steps into a three, that one's short. And rebounded by North Greenville as a shuffle pass ends up on the floor. Tompkins with the scramble for it. And she'll be rewarded with possession. The possession error still points to Bob Jones. And a media timeout halfway through the third quarter is upon us. 4:22 left to play in the third. It's a 12-point lead for North Greenville. 45-33 over Bob Jones here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Media timeout. 4:22 left to play in the third. North Greenville up 12 over Bob Jones, and Cameron Carter steals the inbound and slings it to Wampler. Wampler at a disadvantage though, waits for the rest of her team to catch up. And now North Greenville looking to cash in off the turnover. Cobb, far side three, no good, and rebounded by Delaney.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how she tiptoed in bounds there.
Now here's a three, or a deep two that's no good from Jackson. Rebounded again by Cobb for North Greenville. Cobb to Carter all the way. Wampler does a good job of keeping that pass in bounds. Now she goes across court to Cobb. Cobb, baseline jumper for two, rattles in, good.
And that'll pick up a 14-point lead for the Crusaders now.
Jackson, top of the key. Hands the pass off left to right. Right tries to drive in, no good. Hands off to Brunson. Now they get it back to Jackson. Jackson working against Carter, slings it to Delaney underneath, puts it up and in, too good.
Bob Jones going with what's been working.
And Delaney leading the way. That's 14 points for her this game. Here's Wampler up top, steps into a deep two, hits it from the free throw line. Jackson goes underneath to Delaney. Delaney working against Addison, doesn't get the roll, bounces her own rebound though, passes out to Jackson. Jackson loses the ball, rolls, picks it back up, slings it to Jeffcott, drives in for two, gets her all good. Wampler up top, slings it right to Carter. Now into the near side corner with Cobb. Cobb back to Carter. Defended by Jackson. Carter, long three, hits it.
Crusaders trying to walk away, trying to get a bigger lead than they've had all night.
27 attempted threes. They've made 9 of them as North Greenville. Here's Wright to Delaney. Delaney for three. She hits that one. I think they counted that as 2.
Focus inside the arc. 2 point.
Now here comes Carter. Spins underneath, slings, trying to get it to Wampler. But into the stands it goes. That's a turnover to Bob Jones. It's 52-39 after the 3 from Carter and the almost 3, but 2 points from Delaney. She's got 16 now for the Bruins. And Wampler with 11, just behind Carter with 13. Minute and a half left in the third quarter as Brunson bobbles the ball, drives in, doesn't get the roll, rebounded by Wampler. Wampler with the confident rebound. Now here's Powell. Powell back to Wampler, goes underneath Addison. Addison in the paint, back out to Powell on the near side, drives in. And they catch her. And for a 3-second violation. That's a turnover back to Bob Jones. And the Bruins down by a score 52-39, approaching the final minute of the third quarter. Here's Brunson on the right side. Passes back up top to Jeffcott. Jeffcott driving in and looks to pass back out. Brunson for 3 from the near side, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Powell. Here comes Powell. Gives it to Wampler, near side threes. Got it!
This is the threat that Wampler can be. Behind the arc, she can be dangerous.
Jackson driving in against Addison, puts a shot up, a little too high off the glass, rebound poked away, right into the hands of Wright. Wright gives it back to Brunson, she's defended by Wampler. Tries to go underneath, gets Delaney working against Addison. Back out to Wright, far side 3, hits. Shot clock off, 15 seconds for North Greenville in the third quarter, still up 13 over Bob Jones. 10 seconds, Wampler. Top side of the key, 5 seconds. 3, far side, Trentham for 3, too short, and the clock will run out. That'll be your final shot of the third quarter. So North Greenville does a good job of limiting points for Bob Jones. And it's 55-42 for North Greenville as we head to the final 10 minutes in the fourth quarter here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Final quarter between North Greenville and Bob Jones is 55-42. North Greenville up 13. Looking to put this one away in the fourth. Wampler will start things off. She'll pass right to Powell. Now Wampler gets it back up underneath the Trenum, back out to Cobb on the far side. Wampler still top side, defended by 2 Bruins. Now on the right side again to Powell. Powell trying to cut around the defender, and they catch Brianna Jackson, the freshman guard, for a foul. So that foul is indeed against Jackson. That's her first and team's first of the quarter. Wampler fires the inbound to Carter. Carter to the far side, Cobb. Looking to go to Trenum, instead gives it to Wampler. Top side, threes, got it!
She is still scorching hot from behind the arc.
That is her 4th made 3 of the game. Jackson hands to Ford. Ford brings it around near side, gives it to Jeffcott. Jeffcott now to Jackson. Jackson spins into the paint, puts up a shot. It's short. Rebounded, though, by Glede. But popped at the same time by a North Greenville defender, and Bob Jones picks up the... So North Greenville will pick up the foul. Bob Jones draws it. It's against Carter. That's her first. Cameron Carter picks up her first as the inbound again, almost intercepted by North Greenville. And the 3rd jump ball call of the game once again goes to the Bruins. So that was Carter's first foul, team's first of the quarter. So Bob Jones once again with the inbound. Fires it deep, picks up Jackson outside the arc. Defended by Wampler, goes underneath to Glede, puts up a shot, gets the roll over Broadwater in for 2. Bob Jones gonna go with a full court press. Carter has Cobb wide open down the court. Easy layup for Cobb, in for 2.
When you're down by a big amount, you got to do something dramatic.
And Bob Jones put 3 defenders in the backcourt trying to force a turnover, so they only had 2 behind. And Cobb just slipped right behind the defense. Here comes Jeffcott driving in, dishes to Glede. Now they pass back out to Ford. Steps into a 3, off the rim, too strong. Rebounded by Broadwater. Flip to Wampler, pass to Carter. Carter on the right wing. Up top to Wampler. Now to Trenum and to Cobb on the far side. Drives in, pass bubbled, picked off by Bob Jones. Looking to go deep. Here's Brunson on the right side. Brunson cuts it up top, passes to Jackson. Jackson working against Carter. Backs out, hands off to Brunson again, who came out of the paint. Here's Brunson working against Wampler. Moves to the left, drives in, dishes out, and almost gets it to Maggie Ford. That was a pass intended for Ford to turn over back to North Greenville. That will be Bob Jones's 11th turnover. And now here's Carter. Spins to the basket, puts up a shot, it's short, trying to get the rebound, does so. Now she'll pass out to Cobb, deep 2, rims out, no good, rebounded by Bob Jones. Now here comes Jeffcott, driving against Wampler, passes out to Brunson, 3 from the far side, short, right into the hands of Cobb. Here's Carter into front court. Now Wampler on the right side. Up top to Carter. Carter again looks right to Wampler, underneath to Broadwater. Broadwater to Trenum, misses the 2, but draws the foul. So Elizabeth Trenum ahead to the line for a couple of shots. Momentary shoe timeout. First shot from Trenum, off the rim, no good. That last foul against Maggie Ford, that's her first, team's second of the quarter. Trenum sinks a second one, it's 61-44. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Now right, top side, looking to drive in. Hands off to Tompkins. Tompkins looking for space around the left side. Backs out beyond the arc. Looking to her right, goes underneath instead to Gleed. Gleed against Broadwater. Hands off to to Jackson, who loses the ball. And a jump ball called as Carter and Jackson go to the floor. And this time the jump ball will go to North Greenville. Greenville with the inbound. Bob Jones shifts into their full court press. 3 defenders up front. And that pass almost intercepted, but Strayhorn brought it down for North Greenville, and she's called for a travel. But Bob Jones will catch a break and head back the other way looking for points with 6.5 left to play.
Even if you don't actually force a turnover with the press, you can still force a mistake and get the ball back. That's exactly what Bob Jones just did.
Jackson, deep 2 from the line, short. Rebounded by Trenum. Gets it to Wampler. And now to the left side. Here's Strayhorn to Wampler. Wampler slings it to Trenum. Trenum looking for room, nothing doing. Pass it back out to Wampler. Now Strayhorn fires a 3 from the far side. Up over the scoreboard, no good. And we'll play on. Here's Tompkins on the right side, looking for room around Wampler. Backs out, dishes to number 15, Wright. Wright, cross court to Jackson. Jackson with time, working against Carter. Moves inside, now backs up. Now she'll drive in, baseline jumper, short, no good. Rebounded by Carter for North Greenville.
Bob Jones just not taking the opportunities, converting into points.
And Carter, she took more than 2 steps. She's called for a travel. And with 5:22 left to play, time on the court. 61-44 is the lead for North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 61-44 is the lead for North Greenville. Bob Jones running out of time to try and get a win. As Jackson fires a shot, but draws the foul in the process. A foul against Chantel Strayhorn. That's her first, team second for North Greenville. Tompkins to the right side, Wright looking to drive in, no room, passes to Ford. Ford fires a deep 2, misses. Offensive rebound by Glee, puts that up for 2. That one's no good. Carter gets a rebound for North Greenville. Carter fires it to Strayhorn. She drives in, and the 3rd straight travel called against North Greenville on that possession. Well, so that's 3 straight possessions North Greenville's had. 3 straight travel calls go against the Crusaders. And now we're at the final media timeout in regulation. 4:56 left to play. Lead is still 61-44 for North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville trying to put this one away against Bob Jones. 4 seconds past the halfway point in the fourth quarter. Bob Jones with the ball. Here's Jackson. Top side of the key, heads to the far side, drives in against Strayhorn, slings it past the Tompkins, all alone in the near side corner, misses a three, rebounded by Carter.
Tompkins still hasn't found her touch from earlier in the game from behind the arc.
And now Carter's going to try for three and hits that one.
That'll put North Greenville at 20 points ahead now.
Gleed underneath, working against Broadwater in the paint, backs up, spins around, puts a shot up, and draws the foul against Broadwater. Third foul against Broadwater. That's team's third here in the quarter. First shot rattles in good from Bridget Gleed. Looking for the second one. Doesn't get the roll. Broadwater with the rebound. Now here's Wappler. Brings it forward for North Greenville. 4 minutes left to play. Carter trying to sling it underneath. Deflected off of Gleed. Picked up by Jackson. Slings it up for two. Gets the roll in good. Bob Jones not done yet.
Those are the turnovers we've been talking about. North Greenville can't have that happen to them again.
Trentham in the far side corner to Cobb. Now up top, Wappler. Back to Cobb. 4-3 from the far side. Hits it. Crowd certainly getting into it after all these threes.
Got a three-point showcase from both sides.
Here's Gleed, passes into the near side corner from Ford. Now a three is no good from Brianna Jackson, wide right. Ball kept in bounds, will continue on. Wampler on the far side. Cuts it back top side. 20-point lead for North Greenville, 3 minutes to play. Near side corner, Carter's gonna launch another one and hit it.
Crowd's loving it.
That's 34 attempted threes for North Greenville, and they've made 14 of them. And that pass bobbled underneath, looking for Gleed, picked up by Wampler. It's back the other way. Try and run down the clock to 2 minutes left to play. Carter to Wampler. Gives it right back to Cobb. Cobb defended by Tompkins. Hands it back to Wampler underneath to Trentham. Defended by Gleed. Doesn't get the shot up and in. Broadwater with the rebound. Has the ball ripped away from her by number 15, Wright. Right back the other way. Top side. Tompkins launches a three, and she's right back in rhythm with that one.
but it might be too little too late. Minute 59 left to go, and it's still 20-point deficit for the Bruins.
Bob Jones calls timeout with a minute 59 left. It's a 20-point lead for North Greenville here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Maloof with the inbound to Carter. Two minutes to run off the clock. Here's Maloof. Now to number 21, Sierra Suggs in the ball game. And turns it over to Bob Jones, but they can't keep it in bounds. Wright loses it out of bounds. Maloof looks for the inbound, finds Carter. Carter looking to go down the middle, slings it to Suggs, near side for three, a little too strong. Battle for the rebound, Delaney brings it down for Bob Jones. Now number 20, Sydney Betzel. Passes back to number 25, that is Ford. Ford loses the ball, out of bounds. Now here comes the far side official in. No, it is Bob Jones' ball. The inbound bounce pass to Delaney, up and in for two. It's 70-52. Here's Suggs on the near side, defended by Sarah Thompson. Suggs to number 22, that is Melissa McCulley. McCulley back outside the arc, gets it to Suggs in the final minute. 5 on the shot clock for Carter. Carter's got to get a shot, spins, slings it out. Here's a three that is off the rim, no good, but just in time by McCulley to avoid a shot clock violation. Now here comes a three that is short, no good from Ford, and rebounded by Maloof. She's defended by Wright. Bounce pass to Carter, bring it into front court, and we'll have one more shot for the end of the ball game. Carter defended by Ford on the right side. Hand off to Suggs. Suggs moving up top, defended by Thompson. Tries to get a pass underneath. The ball's loose, picked up by Delaney. 5 seconds on the shot, 5 seconds on the clock. Here comes a pass to right to Suggs, and she'll pick up the ball and run the clock out. And that will do it. So a couple of turnovers will end the ball game. And North Greenville with the 18-point win over the Bob Jones University Bruins in non-conference action. 70-52, your final score.
That's exactly what North Greenville needed. Sitting at 1-6 coming into the game, they needed something to go their way. Something finally did.
And 4 Lady Crusaders in double figures. Carter leads the way with 19, closely followed by Wampler with 17. And then Erica Cobb with 13, and Elizabeth Trenum with 10. Of course, Wampler, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Carter, 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. And then Cobb, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. All together, North Greenville fired off 36 three-pointers, and they made 14 of them. They made 27 of their 64 attempted field goals. That's a 42.2 shooting percentage from two-point land, and for three-point land, 38.9. North Greenville did 2 of their 4 free throws and won the turnover battle by 4 turnovers, 10 to Bob Jones's 14. North Greenville's largest lead was 23. They've final score, they won by 18. For the Bruins, Brianna Delaney led the way scoring. It was 18 for her. Hannah Tompkins with 12, launched four threes and made them. And then you have Kendra Jeffcott with 6 and Brianna Jackson with 6, tied for third place on scoring for Bob Jones. So that'll do it for this ball game. We have one more ball game left here in 2015 as here at North Greenville we're going through exams, and last day of school Tuesday. Last day of exams this upcoming Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
And this last ball game will be women's basketball against Carson Newman. That's a Wednesday at 5:30. So if you're sticking around, getting ready to leave that Wednesday, come by Hayes Gymnasium. Of course, if you have to go, you can catch it right here on the Ustream channel, ustream.tv/North Greenville Athletics. Of course, you can always pick up a direct link on NGU.
Actually, that's not quite true. You had no idea. We are actually going to try YouTube Live Wednesday. You can click on the link for the Carson Newman North Greenville game. It'll take you to the YouTube Live link. But yeah, we're going to give it a try, see how it goes, and hopefully it'll work out.
A heads up would have been cool, Alan.
Breaking news from our tech department.
A heads up would have been cool.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to let you. Well, maybe if somebody hadn't gotten here only about 15 minutes before game time, then
That pizza was worth it.
Yeah,
So
probably.
now you're going to start blaming me.
Yeah.
Let's go offline, then we can argue.
Yeah, we don't want to bore the people with our petty arguments.
No, it's fun that way.
Anyway, we have one more ball game left on the 9th against Carson Newman. More conference action before North Greenville before they end the year on the 9th. So we'll be on YouTube Live.
There you go.
But for now, it's an 18-point win over Bob Jones, 70-52. Thank you for listening. This has been another production of North Greenville Basketball here on the North Greenville Sports Network.